Hello guys, in this video we will make the attack magic fire. So let's get started. First, I have to comment that I made all the animations with the suit wizard, if you want to make it first. Now I'm going to make the code to switch the clothes. Let's open the script player movement and type the next variables that are going to be public. After that, we are going to type the logic to change the clothes with this condition. If input key is 1, then set active in false for the wizard and set active in true for the knight. And add the invert condition. If input key is 2, then set active in false for the knight and set active in true for the wizard. Let's try it out. I have an error here. We haven't assigned the variables knight and wizard. Just drag and drop the knight hierarchy in the variable knight and the same with the wizard. I have something else to comment here. I create another animation and name it Magic Fire, but we will see later. Now, let's create an empty game object that is going to be the weapon to throw the fire, and name it Magic. Then we are going to create our first prefab. Create an empty game object and call it Fire. Next, we are going to the weapon folder and select the fire images. I'm going to select the images 13 and 15. Setting 3 in ordering layer for both images. And select fire and setting 2 in scale. We almost finished this prefab. First, we have to create the script for the magic. Create a new C# script as magic. We are going to declare a variable fire prefab. Then type the method fire attack that is going to receive the parameter right to flip the fire. Then we are going to create the prefab with this code. Game object fire object is equal to instantiate the fire prefab. Now type fire object transfer position is equal transfer position to make the object starts from center of magic object. Then the flip fire object transfer right is equal, and here type a short condition. If parameter right is true, then transfer right, else transfer right per 1.0f. And adjust the magic game object in the position that the animation is in action. Then assign the script to the magic object. But we can set the fire prefab yet. Let's finish the prefab. Create a new C# script as fire. Declare the variable speed and let's set in 10. Next, laugh time. That is going to control the time of the fire game object in the screen. We have to add the rigid body 2D component to the fire game object. Set gravity scale in 0 and freeze the position Y. Now, in the fire script, get the component rigid body 2D and set the velocity equals transfer right per speed. Then, in the update method, decrease the laugh time variable with time data time and add the condition. If laugh time is less or equal 0, then destroy the game object. Assign the script to the fired game object and try it out. To finish this prefab, first create the folder prefabs And to make the prefab, just drag and drop the fire game object in the folder. Now assign this prefab to the variable fire prefab in Magic Object, and you can just delete the fire game object. And now let's see the new animation, Magic Fire. This animation has something special here. In the animation event, I have set Magic Fire in the strict parameter, and I have created a new parameter Magic Fire as trigger in the animator. And I made the transitions. This animation was because it's going to be strange that the night draw fire. As a tip here, you can copy an animation and rename it as you want. This just to make fast or easier some animations. And now let's write the code to draw the fire. Open the player movement. We will need two variables more to control what weapon is using right now. Bull sword weapon and bull fire magic. And another variable will be magic as class magic to create the fire. Now, inside the method awake, we will initialize the active weapon. Using the condition if night is active self, then sword weapon is true and fire magic is false. Else, sword weapon is false and fire magic is true. Also, we need these assignments when we change the clothes. Now let's use the variable sword weapon in the condition of the input fire 1. We have to make the logic to create the magic fire, and for that we can copy the input fire 1 logic and replace the variables, and change the input button to fire 2. That is equals to right click. Now we have to change the logic in the AlertObserves method to capture the measured magic fire. We can let the isAttacking variable for both sequences, sword slash and magic fire. I have a comment here. I left the facing right variable in negation. It can make some confusion here. Now we can test it. I'm sorry, I have an error here. I forgot to assign the magic variable. Just drag and drop the game object. Let's try it out. Now we can throw fire, but there is a lot of distance for that fire. We can test cutting the lifetime property. We can change directly in the code or in the prefab. Now I have another error here. The fire is not flipping. Open the class magic, and in the condition where we made the flip, we have to multiply per -1. And that's all. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.